Well, in the last few minutes, a bit of breaking news we can bring you from our security and defence editor, Deborah Haynes, that she has been told that the US has stopped sharing some intelligence with Ukraine that could be used to launch attacks inside Russia. This is coming from a Ukrainian source. The source said American intelligence sharing has not halted completely, describing the move as selective, indicating this means that the US intelligence would still be shared with Ukraine that could be used to attack Russian forces on Russian-occupied Ukrainian territory. And this is, of course, another blow for Kyiv after Donald Trump decided to pause military aid following that difficult conversation with President Zelenskyy on Friday. Well, let's bring in our political editor, Beth Rigby. This story does appear to be moving all the time,
yes,
doesn't it, Beth? There were some questions in PMQs from Ken Badenoch, actually, about whether we should still be intelligence sharing with Ukraine.
Yeah, her argument was, should we be sharing with the US when it comes to Ukraine? And the Prime Minister's very clear that, and reiterated at Prime Minister's questions, that the US is the UK's closest security ally, and we share much intelligence. And this story that's just breaking here from our defence editor, Deborah Haynes, is very concerning, that the US has stopped sharing intelligence with Ukraine that could be used to launch attacks inside Russia. And the source telling her that American intelligence sharing has not halted completely. Look, Jane, it comes as or after President Trump also halted or paused US military aid to Ukraine. And it really seems that the president is really turning the screws on President Zelenskyy to get him to the negotiating table. And you saw from President Zelenskyy yesterday, after President Trump paused military aid, President Zelenskyy putting out a very fulsome statement, which President Trump referred to in his state address to both houses of Congress last night, in which he said, "I want peace quickly. I'm prepared to have an immediate ceasefire," and he outlined the way that could be. And he said he regretted the Oval Office incident, all of which is all designed to try and smooth over these tensions as this gets very delicate. And this, again, is another area of applying maximum pressure to Ukraine. I was talking to one UK official about this the other day, and they made the point that President Trump had said he wanted peace within the first 100 days. He's, on day 42 or 3 of his presidency. And so there's a sort of sense of urgency because Donald Trump doesn't like to fail. And I think within the UK government, there's a sense of this is about applying maximum pressure. And that's what we're seeing publicly happening here. But the UK government won't comment on these sorts of reports unless they come out officially, and that's what happened with the pausing of US military aid. They didn't comment on it. But the hope is, within the UK government, is that they are still working on Ukraine signing that minerals deal, which President Trump is keen on. President Zelenskyy said, "I will sign anytime, anywhere." And then potentially the UK, France and Ukraine go to President Trump with the proposed ceasefire deal, which they are discussing and negotiating in order to try and pave the path to peace.